a friendship that'll never ever end.
Run!
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Reaction Beanie, yo, 805. Tight in that neighborhood, my brothers and sisters. We'll gather here once again, my friends, for another reaction suggestion Friday. Back with another RSF Bean team. And as y'all can see, I got it locked and loaded. And it is time to pick a winner. In 5, 4, 3, 2. And the winner is Princess Steph. The winner is Princess Steph. Shout out to Steph. Steph says, "Hi, Stack. I couldn't find a Friday video to comment this on, but I was hoping you see this request for tomorrow's reaction." Now, first of all, Steph, this is the video that you supposed to been left a comment on for me to react to. And since we on that subject, Bean Team All-Stars, I need y'all to lock in, man. I seriously need y'all to lock in, because y'all be leaving suggestions on videos that is not the correct video for you to leave a suggestion on. Every Friday is the video that you leave a suggestion of what channel you want me to watch on, if you're a member of the Bean Team All-Stars. Shout out to the Bean Team All-Stars. But then Stephanie also says, "Disturbing media and mysteries from the depths of the internet. Something Sinister. It's such a great channel. I think you'll really enjoy this. Keep being awesome. Love all your videos so much." Hey, round of applause for Steph, man. I greatly appreciate that, Steph. You've been rocking with me for a long time. And I have never watched a video from Something Sinister, so this is going to be a first time for me. And I'm ready to get into it, Bean Team. So I will be right back. All right, Bean Team, I am back. And like I said, the title of the video is Disturbing Media and Mysteries from the Depths of the Internet. Now, just this title alone, y'all, just the title alone is giving me freaking the Lazy Man, Lazy Masquerade, and Nick freaking Crowley vibes. It's giving me those type of vibes. And like I said, I have never heard of Something Sinister. This is my first time watching the channel. And shout out to Stephanie. I'm ready to get into it. But before we get into it, Bean Team, y'all know what y'all got to do. Get whatever you may need. Get what you need, please. We are going to Something Sinister for the first time. Y'all got what y'all need. Y'all ready to go? Then let's go.
The man singing in this clip is featured in a number of uploads on this YouTube channel, and while he is smiling and seemingly well, he wouldn't stay that way for long. The channel itself is run by a man who covers astrology, spirituality, meditation, and science, and while most of his uploads reflect this, all of that would change on March 18th, 2009.
Like, is that him? This don't even look like the same person. Like, what the freak happened to him?
The upload titled Goodbye Crush Nalala shows the man from before, but he looks different, sickly, almost as if he is on the verge of death and saying goodbye to his loved ones. Nearly a year later, the channel uploaded this 9-second video titled Towards the Death. It shows the man's limp body resting underneath a blanket. It's hard to pinpoint exactly why this upload was ever made public in the first place. Some commenters have suggested that this was recorded by hospice nurses, whose goal is to document the end of a life in order to educate new nurses on what to look for. But as it turns out, this is just one instance of something larger happening on YouTube. The term hidden internet refers to the actual percentage of media viewed on the internet versus how much media is actually available. To use YouTube for example, it's estimated that 720,000 hours content are uploaded to the site every day. All in all, YouTube hosts over 5 billion videos. If the sheer amount of content wasn't enough, factors like the algorithm play a big part in what gets seen and what doesn't. At the end of the day, roughly 5% of these videos have no views at all, while a much larger percentage will never reach 1,000. Now, take this example of the internet's most popular video sharing site and apply it to all media that has ever been uploaded to the internet since the beginning. This content that is uploaded, but rarely or never seen, is what we will refer to as the hidden internet. And these are some of their stories.
And the way Something Sinister put it, like once you really add it up, it's a lot of hidden internet out there being teamed that a lot of people ain't seen. Not even just talking YouTube, like he said. Just take the whole internet as in general and apply that 5% to no views or just a couple of views. Man, oh man, I'm enjoying this one already.
Quickly, guys, before we get into the video,
and I guess that is Something Sinister. Shout out to Mr. SS, man. Double S Something Sinister. Let's get past this commercial. Let me take it back. Let's go. What the fuck?
this is a
Hey,
clip.
that shit threw me off for a second. My mind already it is not in the right place right now. I thought the girl had pushed out a baby onto the floor or something. Let me get back focused.
Called Giving Birth Again.3GP. It's a candid, low-quality recording of some girls mimicking giving birth to a can of soda. As of making this video, it doesn't even have 1,000 views. This is just one example of using the characters .3GP at the end of your video search in order to get some interesting results. For example, if we search the term idiot and add 3GP to the end, this is one of the videos we get. What about orange.3GP?
Smile! It's Smile! Hey, don't get serious. Hello! Hi!
And while these are just 3 examples of this phenomenon, there are very apparent similarities between them, as well as the other results you'll find using .3GP. They are all short videos and look as though they were recorded with the world's worst video camera. So what exactly does .3GP mean, and why does adding it to the end of any search give you these mostly unviewed, low-resolution results? As it turns out, .3GP is simply the name of an old file type. While we are used to .mov files or .mp4, .3GP was the commonly used file type for videos meant to be played or streamed on early mobile phones. This would explain why every video with those characters attached to the end were shot in such poor quality. And while most of the results are cute videos of animals or candid school moments, some results you will find using .3GP are more than a little strange.
Oh!
This upload is titled Faces of Death .3GP. It's hard to tell exactly what just happened, and that might be precisely the point. As you might have noticed, all of these uploads featured so far were uploaded at least 10 or more years ago. This would make sense given that most people would have still been using old mobile phones. As time went on, however, these phones phased out along with the .3GP format. But this channel, known as 3GP Low Quality Videos, is still actively uploading videos in the format to this day. And though some of them feature silly moments like the uploads before, some of them are using this low quality format to their twisted advantage. In 2013, a young Arab boy had passed away before being buried by his family. Just 3 hours later, the body of the boy was dug up by his father. The story goes that the boy died in the hospital and was buried under the Islamic law on the same day. However, after the funeral was over, the boy's father doubted that the doctor was correct in the diagnosis of his son's death, and consequently had him dug up in order to find out what truly happened. The following images show the boy's bruised and bloating body on the front page of a newspaper. The front page photo in particular is the same image that we can see in this uploaded posted by 3GP Low Quality Videos.
Wow.
If you're watching this on YouTube, I had to censor this video just in case. If you're on Patreon, this is exactly how the video was posted. Either way, it's hard to tell exactly what's going on, but what you are seeing is the image of the dead boy.
Oh.
This is just one instance of countless videos being posted to this channel showing low-resolution footage of a dead body.
And I'm just sitting right here wondering, like, how in the freak is low GP, low quality video channel getting away with posting this stuff? You know what I'm saying? I can understand it's low quality and it may be distorted or whatever, but still, at some point, it seems like YouTube, the algorithm or them themselves or whoever would catch on and just end this freaking channel. And I remember 3GP file videos, y'all. I remember that era. I remember the Nokias and that era. I think that it also applied to, because I had an MP3 player back then. I got one for Christmas. This probably like what, 2006, 2005, 2006, maybe 7. But I got an MP3 player, and I can remember, I don't know how I figured it out back then, but I remember way back then being on YouTube and finding a way how to download videos. And I'm pretty sure I think some of them was like 3GP. I don't know, y'all. Maybe my mind, and it's been a long time ago, but I do remember 3GP videos. Let's go.
Interestingly enough, a majority of these uploads share the title Asuba Bawana. This is a term we've talked about briefly on the channel before. It refers to a Buddhist meditation practice where the viewer is shown grotesque imagery next to images of attractive people, in most cases female. The purpose of the meditation is to teach the viewer how to abstain from lustful or impure thoughts. This would explain why the young boy's decaying and bloated body would be listed under a title such as this. So why are videos like this being uploaded to YouTube in 2025? And how have these videos been able to remain on the platform? Well, the answer might lie in the fact that the .3GP quality has made the disturbing content nearly undetectable to YouTube's automatic censors. Remember this video from earlier? If you couldn't tell, this is footage of people getting run over by a train. If you squint and look real hard, you can make it out, but just a quick glance makes it seem like nothing more than a barrage of pixels. And this would explain why videos like the aforementioned Towards the Death are able to survive on the platform for over a decade and not be flagged by YouTube's detection. But this is only the start. In fact, the .3GP is only one of the loopholes used by people to post disturbing content to the internet. This is Sana Youssef, one of Pakistan's most popular TikTok influencers. Her content celebrated cultural pride and women's rights, subjects that would capture the attention of a younger Pakistani audience. But all of this would change on June 2nd, 2025. On the evening leading up to her death, Sana was at home with her aunt and cousin. At some point, a man entered the home and shot Sana in the chest before fleeing the scene. By the time first responders got to Sana, she was pronounced dead. The shooter would be identified as influencer Umar Hayat. He would be tracked down and apprehended less than 24 hours after the murder. He claimed that repeated rejections from Sana motivated him to end her life.
Wow.
This murder would come as a shock to Sana's followers, all of which protested for justice. For many, Sana's story serves as a contemporary look at women's roles in Pakistan. The few who stand up and speak out against the norm wind up dead. And while Sana was put to rest following the incident, photos of her dead body would begin circulating through certain communities online. This photograph of Sana's corpse has been viewed over 600 times. This is the top comment. The page this picture was posted to is called True Crime Mysteries, Morbid Events, and More. And while some users treat it as an outlet to exchange bits of true crime trivia and stories that have impacted them, others have more disturbing intentions. Because the page allows you to hide behind an anonymous profile, many people have no problem making requests for certain photographs or videos. While the page may have been made with the intent of sharing interest in true crime, there is a large percentage of the community who use it as a means of gratifying some type of twisted fetish. And it's not the only one of its kind. Now, I want to explicitly state, there is nothing wrong with being interested in horror or true crime, obviously, but asking for photos after someone ended their own life is weird. And while the page might have been made with the intent for individuals to, share true crime stories that may have impacted them, a large percentage of this page is made up by people who are using it to fulfill some sort of twisted fetish. And it's not the only one.
Yes, and that's my thing, man. You can just tell by how giddy and happy these people are in their posts and stuff. Like the energy that I feel from them is like they get off on looking at this shit. You know what I'm saying, man? Like if it's a woman, it make them wet looking at these crazy ass photos of these deceased people. And if it's a man, it make they hard. That's what I'm basically getting from these people. Like they just look at it in such a weird way. It's a fetish to them. And I'm not with that fucking fetish at all. At all.
Daniel Bowery is a student of Perry Hall High School. Despite being a target for bullying because of his Down syndrome, many have described him as one of the kindest people they have ever met. On August 27, 2012, Daniel was eating lunch in the cafeteria with his classmates when a loud bang erupted. At this moment, Daniel realized that he had been hit by something. Staff members were quick to respond, wrestling one of Daniel's fellow classmates to the ground and subduing him. He would be identified as Robert Gladden Jr., and resting next to him on the cafeteria floor was a double-barrel shotgun.
Oh.
911.
Baltimore County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
We're at Perry Hall High School. We have a student shot.
Okay, it looks like we do have a coma system. Give me one moment.
Okay, well, we need an ambulance. We need an ambulance.
Okay, give
In
me
the
one
cafeteria immediately.
Okay, and the student is in the cafeteria?
After being hit, Daniel would be quickly rushed to the hospital and treated for his life-threatening injury. And while he was the only victim of Robert's gunfire, he would make a full recovery. In the following days, Robert would reveal to detectives that he had disassembled the double-barrel shotgun and tucked it away into his bag before reconstructing it in the restroom and heading towards the cafeteria.
Stand up at your lunch table. Tell me how this went.
I had it in the bag, so I went into the bathroom and I assembled it in there. And the pants I had really deep pockets, so I put the stock in the pocket and then put it under my shirt.
Okay.
And as soon as I got in the cafeteria, I just pulled it out, turned to the side, and pulled one trigger.
Okay.
And then the teacher came over, grabbed me, and the gun was like that. So then it was stuck there, and I just let go.
It's kind of like Columbine or something, isn't it? You familiar with that? Is that before your time?
I know what it is.
Had you read about it or anything? Yeah. A lot?
Not a lot, but I know about it.
Yeah.
Man, he probably lying. He probably know everything about the Columbine shooting because so many of these freaking school shooters these days, they look up to that shit like it's God. You know what I'm saying, man? Can you please just ask Mr. Detective, just ask him why he did this? Like, why? What was the purpose? Maybe it was the Columbine, his own God.
Stand up. Show me how you did it.
I walked in.
Under which sleeve was it?
That's when I walked in. I went like that, pulled it up and out, and I just turned and went like that.
So you just pulled it out and leveled it?
Yeah.
Did you just aim for a mass of people?
Yeah, it was a pretty big group.
Okay.
And I just went like that.
Just went for the biggest group?
Yeah.
Get the most stuff.
During Robert's trial, his troubled home life and parents' divorce would be listed as his motives for perpetrating the crime. This did little to sway judges, as Robert would be sentenced to life in prison. Robert's story should have ended here after his sentencing, but it doesn't, because, like the true crime page mentioned before, Robert's legacy lives on. The following post reads, "Up for grabs, I have Maryland Perry Hall High School shooter Bobby Gladden's prison ID signed. Make an offer." Beneath the caption is a photograph of the ID featuring the signature from Robert himself in the upper right-hand corner of the back of the ID. This post was made to a group known as True Crime Buy, Sell, and Trade. It is just one of the many private groups operating with the intention to move around memorabilia affiliated with killers. This post from April 25th features an individual selling the signature of infamous serial killer Ted Bundy. In the comments section, one individual replies with this. Another post from mid-April features a man selling an old letter jacket belonging to one of the shooters in the Columbine massacre. These are just a couple examples of people trying to get their hands on true crime collectibles. Now, there are certainly some members of this community who view these pieces of memorabilia as, historical pieces. If you visit some pages like this, you can oftentimes find people, seeking out maybe letters that a killer had, written to someone while they were, spending time in prison. Or maybe it's, a painting or a picture that they've drawn. But there is a line in the sand that many users on these communities cross. Wanting an autograph from a serial killer or a school shooter is weird to me. It's putting these types of people on a pedestal, very similar to what we do with Hollywood celebrities. You know, we want their autograph because, you know, we admire their talent, we like their work. And when we start wanting something similar from people who have done horrible things, serial killers, school shooters, it's almost like we are completely forgetting that people like Daniel Bowery suffered because of these people. And not to mention the message that it sends to other people: if you want to be noticed or if you want to be acknowledged for something, do something terrible, because people will value you if you do that. And unfortunately, these pages aren't the only ones serving as a front for something much more disturbing.
Well, I couldn't have said that no better myself than Mr. Something Sinister, big team. And a lot of freaking killers out here, serial killers, school shooters. It be a lot of them that actually do it just to become famous. Some of them want to go out in a blaze of glory and want to, one thing they say is they want to always be remembered, or they want their name in the history book, something along those lines. Like, dude, and I'll just say this. Everybody to each his own, but I don't want no freaking no damn ID card from a freaking murderer. Even though in this particular case, this dude was an attempted murderer, but thank God that I think his name Daniel survived. But still, I don't want your freaking. I don't want. Why the fuck I want his ID? For what? So I can show who. I got the picture. This the ID of a man who not even tried to, shot another man in a freaking high school with a 12 gauge shotgun. This is ID. Look, this is signature. You don't hear how weird that sound? Like, who the fuck cares about that? Who want that? That's just me though. That's just me.
Something nostalgic about watching a crude animation. It brings me back to the old days of YouTube. I used to watch a lot of Lego stop motion videos and old claymations, and even tried to do it myself. Animation is a medium that has persisted on the platform from the start and has fully embedded itself in the YouTube we know today. Tim Firth is one of these animators, and his seemingly normal channel is hiding something quite terrifying. Tim started uploading animations 8 years ago. A majority of them featured a skeleton using a brush to paint a number of different objects. But this formula would change on an upload titled Christine Chubbuck. The animation leaves little room for interpretation. The video shows Tim crafting a doll in resemblance to Christine Chubbuck, who was a television news reporter in the 1960s and 70s. But what most people know her for is on July 15th of 1974, during a live television broadcast, she ended her own life.
Damn.
This animation from Tim is clearly a reenactment of the event, and it would only mark the start of Tim's venture into animating disturbing real-life events. Over the years, Tim would animate a number of infamous cartel videos, including the Mexican cartel killing 2 men with a chainsaw, and another where a man has his head cut off completely. Perhaps the most disturbing detail about these uploads is that Tim started using the actual audio from these videos. The sound of a chainsaw ripping through someone is actually the sound of a chainsaw ripping through someone. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Tim's channel also features people dying from work accidents, drowning, war, electrocution, you name it. And somehow throughout all of it, Tim has been able to upload these videos without censorship or age restriction since 2017. Flash forward to 2025, and things have taken an even more dramatic turn. On February 7th, Tim uploaded the video titled "Clown Shot At 3 Times." In parentheses it reads, "Viewer request." The video shows the animation of a clown being shot while actual audio of the incident plays in the background. The description of the video reads, "Someone asked recently if it was possible to remake a video they saw on YouTube. I always send through the requests, and in this case, there was a response. I personally don't like clowns. Their humor misses the mark for me, so pretty happy to see the demise of this asshole."
Wow.
In the comments section, people praised him for his work, while others make requests for more animation videos based on real-life tragedy. Tim is still active today, taking requests from viewers and creating animations based on the war between Russia and Ukraine. Tim's channel, unfortunately, is just one example of a content creator uploading seemingly normal videos before taking a descent into madness.
And the most mad part about him, or the most crazy work about him, is the fact that not only is he like reenacting it with his claymations or his animations, whatever he doing, but the fact he using the real audio of those scenes in the freaking video being team. That's nasty work. Not crazy work. That's nasty work. Let's go. Good video.
This video comes from this user. It's just one of their many uploads featuring them recklessly riding a motorbike through busy traffic. This formula would be broken on November 10th, 2011, when the user posted this final upload titled Produce.
Like, what the freak are we listening to right now? What is this? Okay, it started sounding to me like somebody is being tortured or something. Like somebody most definitely crying, and it sounded like a woman, but it sounded like she like damn near begging for her life, or like she in like I said, and being tortured, like she in a torture chamber or something. I don't know. Let's go.
There are a number of theories regarding what this strange video might mean, and while some may be quick to write it off as another ARG or something of the sort, there's something about this video that is genuinely disturbing. The woman crying out in the video is speaking Chinese. Translators have said that the woman is speaking phrases like, don't want, don't run. And while this doesn't give us a lot to go off of, given the uploader's previous videos, it wouldn't be unfounded to think that the person riding the motorbike perhaps struck someone, and this is the audio from the incident. Perhaps they didn't want to show the victim out of respect for their privacy, but wanted to document the incident should it be taken to court. But why the user decided to upload it on their channel remains a mystery, and one that has haunted the few viewers who have stumbled across it. Just moments from now, on August 15th of 2014, this woman will go missing for 6 years. Her name is Anna Matskovich. She would start uploading videos under the name RefBatch. Most of these surviving videos of Anna show her doing an array of interpretive dances. Prior to her admission to the hospital, Anna was an up-and-coming Russian singer and dancer. But something happened, and Anna's personality drastically changed. Anna would create a YouTube channel where she would post herself dancing. Over the course of nearly 2 years, she uploaded more than 10,000 videos. Some have explained Anna's strange behavior to be a result of artistic expression, while others think that something much more concerning is going on.
I think something more concerning going on, but the reason I say it more than anything is just her health. Like, you can clearly see that her health kind of like deteriorated. Not only did she lose weight, but it's like she started to just, her face and body and stuff started to look like it was shriveling up a little bit, so to speak, or a lot bit, however much you want to look at it and take it. But I'm just saying, man, like, something happened with this lady. It ain't as bad as the first video with the first dude. Now, he just looked like a completely different person, but she don't look healthy compared to how she did when she was singing, when she was sitting down in that chair. I digress. We almost done, Bean Team. Let's finish it up.
Videos progress, she shows signs of weight loss as well as slowed speech to the point where people can hardly tell what she's saying. But as it would turn out, while Anna was the sole person featured in many of her uploads, she wasn't always alone. This video is one of the few instances where Anna was accompanied by another person, and the identity of this man is up for debate, but many believe it to be Maxim Belov. Maxim would make this public post following Anna's disappearance. On the 15th of August 2014, my wife, Anna Matskovich, was attacked in a Moscow district, Kuzminki, by hooligans who blocked her in a post office and called the police. From here, she was forwarded to the psychiatric clinic under false accusations. On the 19th of August, Anna was brought to court under strong psychotropic medicals. My opposition was that the staff of the clinic used strong psychotropic medicals before the hearing and that Anna was in the clinic by fabrications by paid liars. This was ignored by the judge, who made the decision for forcible treatment of Anna in the psychiatric clinic. I visited Anna the next day after the hearing. She informed me that it is forbidden for her to even move inside the room where she is isolated. It is also very limited for her just to wash her face. She does not get back her glasses, despite her dioptry being -8. Before, Anna used to record videos in the English language on the Moscow streets, which caused a crowd of hate surrounding her, mostly because people don't understand English, especially West mentality. People in Russia who use English are mostly lowers or representatives of some West business branches. Anna Matskovich is still in the so-called watching room, where the clinic staff continues to make psychotropic injections despite my protests. When I pointed this out, the nurse answered that I should simply apply for her doctor in public hours on Wednesday. Sincerely, Maxim Belov.
You know what I gotta say for that right there? Cool story, bro. Cool story. That was a bunch of horse, you know what. That was a bunch of yapping that was doing. He was chatting. He was trying to create a narrative that just don't even make no sense at all, man. How in the, like, dude, and this narrative, this thing that he said is so easy to debunk. Don't you know, bro, like, if she got sent to a mental health institute and all this, ain't that easy to actually look up, for people to look up and see if she actually, where you saying they took her, or somewhere in the vicinity or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, this should be easy to find. And it's just an easy lie to freaking prove that you lying.
This haunting message would be the final bit of information we would ever receive regarding Anna and her whereabouts. Many people have theorized that Russian informants had taken Anna away in order to prevent her from spreading secret information about the Russian government, while others think that Anna was just a woman in need of psychiatric help. Regardless, the idea that this woman could be alive today in a Russian containment facility being mistreated is very disturbing. Watching her downfall throughout her videos is something you can't forget. Seeing her looking healthy with a life and career ahead of her, all for it to take a new direction towards no life at all. So those were all the cases that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing.
I enjoyed it, something sinister. I most definitely enjoyed it. And that one, last one, maybe on my off base being team when I'm talking about the dude could be lying and all that. Maybe it's a possibility that Anna did end up in a mental health institute, because I forgot that this was Russia. I'm thinking like under American law, it would be easy to look up the mental health institute near you and ask who all our patients are. However you gotta do it, however you gotta do it. But maybe in Russia they are keeping it a secret. They torturing this lady and all that. I just rather believe that dude got something to do with it and he didn't got away scot-free with it and all that, man. But as far as all these cases in this video, y'all, it was some crazy ones, man. It's some crazy stuff on the hidden internet being seen, on the hidden freaking internet. It kind of made me wonder, are we still hidden? Is our channel considered hidden still being seen, because we only average probably like 400 to 500 views on each video, some 200-300, you know what I'm saying, man? So are we still hidden? Well, we hidden. Guess what? We got a lot of hidden gems for when the rest of the world find out about the Bean Team. And I digress. I'm gonna go and let y'all go now. I appreciate y'all coming on back as always. And before you leave, just please hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and do all that if you ain't did that yet. And remember this: love, peace, and happiness. Stay safe. Don't stop. Keep going. Yeah.
If you're feeling lonely today, come along and throw your cares away. We're really glad that you're our friend, and this is a friendship that'll never ever end.
Run!